Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ethan.
I'm Bryan.
I'm Josh.
And we're here to do a little review podcast for the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie. I was about to say Super Show. That's not correct. Just rolls off the tongue like that.
If only.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie. I think that is the official title of the movie.
Yes.
So, yeah. We're doing that because we are obligated to do that for this gaming-related channel that we do here.
It's under the contract.
It's under the contract, as
Yeah.
you know, because Mario is Mr. Video Game himself. And to be fair, we also did the 2 Sonic movies beforehand. So.
Yeah. It only makes sense.
We might as well do the Mario movie that finally came out. Yeah, it was...
Not to be confused with the 93 film.
Yeah, no, not the 93 film. Yeah. 30 years can make a difference, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do here. If anyone is returning to this channel after a long time and a while, we used to do a more frequent movie podcast for a lot, quote-unquote, wider variety.
Yeah.
We haven't really done that in a while. Yeah, we can't really tell you why. Maybe Kevin Feige can, but... we can't tell you why. So, like and subscribe to our channel to see more game-related content, because that's what we do here. We're not going to go out of our way to do movie stuff quite as often as we did back then. So, just letting that out there as a disclaimer. So, hey, the Super Mario movie came out after, what, years of rumors and shit that...
There's so many people were worried about Chris Pratt being Mario.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, it was 2 things. People were worried about this project because Illumination was doing it, and that's just... their track record isn't the greatest, and so people were kind of worried about that. And then the second thing that came out, the second concern that happened much later, was Chris Pratt's Mario voice.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not gonna lie, Chris Pratt cannot voice act. Although I said that before I saw the movie.
And he still can't voice that.
No, well, the accent in the movie is different.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. So what I heard from River, he said that they had re-recorded all the trailer shots.
Yeah,
for the trailers.
They re-recorded some of his lines for the trailer specifically.
So they made him sound actively worse. I don't know why they did that. It just gave off a bad impression, especially since we barely heard Mario in the trailers because everyone else kind of overshadowed him, and they sounded just perfectly fine.
Yeah,
they sounded
Bowser.
like yeah, exactly. Jack Black's Bowser, Charlie Day's Luigi's. I already forgot her name. Peach.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, I'm not familiar with her. Yeah, they all sounded fine and natural for their voices, and then here's just Chris Pratt sounding like Chris Pratt.
It's me, a Mario.
That's not the voice. You'll have to hear the voice. And then the first trailer, what is this place? Oh, man. No, I did not like the marketing for this movie. It gave off really bad impressions. Yeah. But... then the movie day came out, and it was great.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt actually sounded like a Mario. Like the Mario that we've been familiar with for at least 30 years, or however long he's been voice acted now. So that was a surprise, really.
Yeah.
And the thing with Illumination, I want to get back on that. They don't have the best track record. So their first project was Despicable Me, I think. And then, yeah, which is a great movie.
Yeah.
And then... they came out with sequels, not as well received, and then the Minions movie. I think Minions is really what got people upset, and that was before the second movie came out, so they were like, oh no, we don't like Minions. I do not know the quality of the Sing movies or the Secret Life of Pets movies. Like, do you know anything, Bryan? I feel like you've seen
I've seen Sing 1. I haven't seen Secret Life of Pets. And Sing 1 was an alright movie. I haven't gotten around to seeing Sing 2. But... I mean, they're alright. They're just harmless, you know?
Yeah. It might have been overblown promotion, maybe because the Sting of Minions was really
Everyone, no one wanted Minions to be the next Rabbids.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Minions DLC for that Mario and Rabbids crossover.
Oh yeah, they're. I think that's the thing because the Minion characters are kind of their own category of characters, and so they're afraid that's what was going to happen with the Toads, and the Toads. The Toads kind of. I mean, not in the there's a role for them, but not in the crazy haha look at my butt jokes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that. So.
Banana.
Yeah.
Princess, you say? Well, the princess is in another castle, so just go along.
Yeah. But I think but now that the movie's come out, I think all the worries have gone now. No more Illumination crap, no more Chris Pratt crap.
Yeah.
It's all fine and dandy, and it's fun.
I remember people were worried that it was going to be like a musical.
Yep.
Probably because of Sing, probably. But it wasn't. There's one musical number, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny, and it only happens for like 30 seconds in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that. And it's a fun movie. Yeah. The critics are not the smartest people in the world. No.
Yeah, I saw some about that. Yeah, the critic scores compared to the audience scores.
Yeah, the critic scores compared to the audience scores. Yeah, the critic scores I believe are like a mid-50s, and then
they're somewhere in like the 50s and 60s, and then like audience scores is like almost fucking perfect.
I know. So there's a big disconnect there. Why is that? Because I couldn't tell you why.
Video game movie,
probably. They gave the Sonic movies decent scores though, like mid-60s. But maybe
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. That's probably the reason why.
As it says, Jim carried the movie. So
that's all that they saw. They thought that blue blur was just that, a blue blur. So
they didn't even see him in the movie.
what happened?
The movie's already over.
Yeah, no, but there's a big disconnect with the critics and audience. So the critics are like, it's not deep enough, or like, we think, because Mario's been around for at least 40 years, that everyone knows who Mario is and understands what Mario is as just a general philosophy, I guess. It's not supposed to be deep. It's just supposed to be dumb fun.
It's just Mario.
Yeah, it's just Mario. And so I feel like, do these people not know who Mario is?
It's two plumbers from New York who end up in the Mushroom Kingdom and fight giant lizards. What are you expecting?
Yeah, yeah, because this movie is basically it attempts to have a little bit of deep moments. It doesn't go severely deep, but there are little attempts. But that's all that it needs to be. That's all that there needs to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because it's just Mario. It's run for the mill if you've never played a Mario game.
It doesn't need to be the next Da Vinci Code or whatever.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it doesn't, don't need to be like that.
The Mario movie's kind of like a presentation of all of its, like, 30-plus years of history.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly.
Because we see so much in, like, what, an hour and a half, hour 45?
Yeah, there's so many Easter eggs that... Yeah, probably some people are worried it's just going to be Easter eggs and nothing more. Yeah, that's what that is, and that's not a bad thing. It's Mario. It's par for the course. If you never played a Mario game, you know that the stories don't go deep at all. Like, come on now. It's Mario. They can... Some of the RPGs, because that they're RPGs, go deeper into some dark anime shonen, like, Mario type of things, because that's the RPGs. That's kind of what they're meant to do. For standard Mario, it's just... run and jump and kick Koopa shells in the nuts, you know? Yeah, don't.
And then every once in a while, we either go kart racing or have a party. I mean, like that's literally all it is.
Yeah. So for the movie adaptation, what we got, it's great. And I haven't seen the '93 live action movie. From what I have seen, though, just from like clips and all that, why is it deep?
Like I honestly could not tell you because I've seen the movie and I don't remember much. All I can remember is Dinosaur Yoshi the Goombas, the mushrooms, and Luigi. That's it.
And the freaking what?
Oh, and that Mario's name was Mario.
What?
Mario's name is Mario. Luigi's name is Luigi Mario.
Like a last name?
Yes.
Yeah, like Mario's a last name. I think this is literally a part where someone's like, how many Marios are there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. There's also like some sort of laser beam that turns someone into a monkey or something.
Yes.
I saw that clip recently.
Monkey!
Monkey!
Fucking Bowser in that movie. The dude with the frickin' cornrows or whatever they are is Bowser. The dude who with the plasma gun that turns the guy into a monkey is the big bad. When he gets CGI'd into a dinosaur at the end of the film. Oh my god. Okay, the only good thing that I liked from that film that I can remember is just the bomb.
Just the bomb?
There is a bomb in the movie. It's great. Basically, so there's this omnipresent like fungus that's growing within Bowser's city.
The Last of Us.
That fungus is what remains of the original king of the kingdom. So it's sentient, and it helps Mario, Luigi, and Peach take back the kingdom from Bowser, and one of the gifts that it gives is a bomb. And Mario winds up the bomb. It's literally just this like little tiny like just
wind-up toy.
Like wind-up toy. So he winds it up, and it starts a fuse, and it just walks. It eventually like walks into the middle of the road. People see that it's a bomb. Everyone knows what a bomb is, so everyone's fucking scared. People are like crashing. It's as the bomb just walks calmly, and then it eventually like falls into a sewer and blows up, and it's very anticlimactic. It's
like I said, why did that movie have to go deep?
Oh my!
See, this movie benefits from not going deep. It has little moments of trying to do something like that, but that's all that there needs to be. That is all that there needs to be. It's just for character moments, not some like sentient mushrooms.
Exactly.
Like
it's explaining the deep lore of Mario.
Yeah. Well, that's all said and done. So yeah. We're going to go into the plot now, and there's not a lot to talk about. It's just probably going to breeze right through the thing, because it's just a standard Mario plot.
Yeah.
Critics.
Yeah, game theory.
So we're just going to go right into it. So there are two settings here, the Brooklyn and the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that they're doing the Brooklyn thing, because it's an origin story basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I don't mind it. As someone who did watch the like Super Show and the different like Mario shows that were around, because I had the DVD sets of them for whatever reason. I don't know how I don't know how I got them. They just somehow appeared in my library.
Just manifest.
Exactly. And so I watched the Super Show, and in that they Mario and Luigi are Italian, like New York Italian American plumbers. And so seeing that be like the origin in the movie, I was actually very like welcome with. Like I didn't really mind it. I wasn't after actually hearing what Chris Pratt sounds like in the film. I didn't mind that it wasn't Charles Martinet. Which I mean, he actually voices two characters in this movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Which is nice.
As a cameo thing, yeah.
Yeah, especially with him being the father of the plumbers, I think is a really nice touch.
There's a whole ass Mario family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where did all that come from?
Actually, seeing Mario's Italian American family in Brooklyn was so homely, and I don't know why.
It's like there's the dad, the mom, the granddad.
Because they're all Italian stereotypes, but you don't care because it's loving.
Yeah, and it's New York.
Exactly. It feels like a wholesome Family Guy bit. Is what it feels like.
And Lois.
Yeah, and their whole stick is that they start a plumbing company after they left their boss or
something like that.
Yeah.
they started their own business after working with the Wrecking Crew, which is a reference to
right, the Wrecking Crew game.
Yeah. And so they started their own business right outside their with their van, and it's not the most successful thing.
No, it
because
seems like they had just started.
yet.
They seemed like they had just started, barely gotten any jobs. They made a commercial.
using Charles Martinet's voice of Mario too. Like actually having that like woohoo kind of voice for the commercial was a very nice touch of having that kind of be like a character that they play.
Yeah, like a character that he portrays instead of actually being him.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah. And so the plumbers find themselves in the Mushroom Kingdom after falling into a pipe in a sewer because Brooklyn starts flooding, and they're like, we can fix it.
It was like they had gotten a job, failed at that job because they broke the bathroom.
Oh yeah, they
place.
broke the bathroom.
They had a fight with their dog or something.
Yeah, which that felt like a scene out of like Secret Life of Pets to me.
Yeah, I was about to say that model definitely looks like one of the dogs from Secret Life of
Pets. But I mean, it was still like just fun because it shows it's supposed to show the clumsy beginnings of Mario and Luigi.
Right, yeah.
And kind of like where they're coming from, giving them room to grow as characters.
Yeah, as brothers. And, that's one consistent thing throughout the entire movie is that, like, the relationship between Mario and Luigi, spot on.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a lot of character action with each other in like, Act 2 and stuff, but that's fine, because it's a rescuing the brother type thing. Yeah. And showing just how strong that their brother love has gone on for. Mm-hmm. And there are like there's a like flashback cameo of baby Mario and baby Luigi.
Yeah! I'm a little sad that they aren't doing the Yoshi lore, but that's fine. It's fine.
That's for the next movie.
Exactly.
That's what it
next thing
like,
you know, Yoshis are like storks in this world. They just deliver the babies.
Hey, that's how baby Mario and baby Luigi came from.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, Miyamoto once said in his life that, like, I am Mario and Luigi's father, which means, canonically, he fucked a stork.
Again, Family Guy.
Holy fuck.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, they, and then they have this whole thing is like Mario and Luigi will never be anything. It's like Mario keeps letting Luigi like bring him down and stuff like that because family's all like, you need to be brought up by us and sort of like that. Your plumbing shit's dumb. So that's why Mario's sad and all that. So when they see the flood on the TV, it's like, I know how I can get everyone's respect. We saved the city.
Yeah, which him playing the NES in his room.
Playing Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus, man, that's man. Where's our Kid Icarus 4? Man.
We have to wait another couple of years.
Where's the switchboard of Uprising?
I really hope they.
It would have been funny if they had announced that in the middle of you recording.
I swear to God.
But yeah, it's one of the many Easter eggs in this game.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, they go down and...
I forgot to mention my favorite Easter egg, and that's Luigi's ringtone is the GameCube startup. Of the
GameCube startup and stuff,
yeah, it was nice. It's fun. Also, another Easter egg is like when they're going to that first job, like the camera does like a side pan and does like a side scrolling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Luigi sucks at platforming because he's got the butter feet. And Mario's doing it just fine. Would have been nice if like the levels layout was like 1-1. But,
I was keeping an eye on it to see if it was matching something like that.
Yeah, but then I saw he swung him like a chain thing, and I'm like, oh no, that's a Bowser Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was just pure fun.
Just a way to show us the physics of the world in a fun way.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, what about the other world?
The Mushroom
Because
Kingdom.
they didn't exactly have a successful time saving the city, now, didn't they?
No. After they try to help shut off turn on the shut-off valve for the thing that's causing the flood, they wind up. Luigi clumsily finds his way into a warp pipe. Mario follows after him, trying to get his brother back, because
It's his brother, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I do like that the warp pipe kind of acts like a vacuum. When you get within like a certain.
That's what I would imagine, like how it would work.
Yeah.
in the games, at least,
Especially with how the warp pipes work in that of like 3D World and 3D Land.
Yeah.
Which they kind of take inspiration for, I think, for the like warp tunnels once they actually like enter the like space area.
Yeah, because it was 3D World that, well, it introduced the clear pipes, but basically it had the pipes elongated so you could actually have scenes of them moving them along.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And
Luigi and Mario ending up in different areas.
Yeah, and I don't know. I have not seen the '93 original, but I have seen like the scene of like both Mario and Luigi falling from Brooklyn into the Mushroom Kingdom. How wild that was!
Oh yeah, I saw a clip of that too.
Yeah, was this like a reference? Because it kind of looked like that.
I
It's
have
an
no
acid
idea.
trip.
Yeah, the acid trip. This kind of looked like an acid trip, kinda. Not really. I mean, you could clearly see, because they do establish this later on, that there are two separate ends of the world. There are many biomes in the world, Mushroom Kingdom, actually. So Luigi goes off into the thing that looks dark and depressing.
Yeah.
And
he
fiery.
goes into one of the lands that Bowser has like taken over.
Right.
And-
While Mario lands in happy.
He went to Shroomsville is where he went. Which giving him a hatred of mushrooms was a interesting
that
was an
definitely
interesting addition.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, why are they doing
It
this?
was one of those deep things that they just, like, they deal, like, it's there, then they deal with it, and it's no big deal after that. Yeah.
Like,
But yeah.
Mario literally just, after having so many mushrooms during the training montage later on in the film, he literally just, like, gets over it.
Yeah, he overcame his fear of having disgusting food.
Yeah. Which speaking of the ability, like, the
mushroom
power-ups.
people, oh man, time to get racist.
But when it comes to the power-ups, the reason why I like that this is in an animated space is that you're able to do so much more with animation than you are with live action.
For sure.
Especially with a video game adaptation like this, making it live action, you're actually able to just replicate aspects of the game, like with the power-ups.
Not live action, yeah.
You're literally able to just have Mario quite literally just grow, and when he gets hit, he shrinks.
It's a combination of that and also having the general aesthetic look faithful to the games.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if it didn't look faithful to the games, because like I could buy all that stuff, but if it didn't look like the Fire Flower from the games, it would not look. If it looked like freaking the trees outside right here, from the trees outside of this house right here, those would not look good. No. But yeah, they do. Like, what are the showcase? Not a lot of power-ups.
Yeah,
but,
there's not too many powers, but there are some pretty interesting choices though.
right. Yeah. So. Yeah. The Mushroom Kingdom. Happy.
Where we meet Toad, voiced by Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah. He does a good job of the thing.
Yeah.
He does a pretty good job.
Could you tell if he voiced all of the Toads or just that specific Toad? I couldn't really tell.
I couldn't really tell either. I want to say it was just Toad that he voiced, and not the other ones.
Just our Toad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's actually pretty fun. It's. I mean, it's not the most hilarious thing, but the story behind how they did the Toad voice. Keegan-Michael Key had no idea going into the audition if he could do a Toad voice. He literally just showed up, and they were like, "Can you do a Toad voice?" And he's like, "I could try." And he tried, and then they were like, okay, can you do it higher? And they just kept on doing that until he, like, reached his limit of just how high he could make the voice.
Wow.
And then from there, it was just a matter of, trying to find a good pitch that he can sustain without, like, just completely destroying his voice.
Yeah, because the Toad voice, just from what we hear in the games, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Navi reincarnate.
Oh, no!
But yeah, no, I mean the Toads do have their funny moments, but they're not overbearing like that of like the Minions. Or
right? No, because that was the fear going into with having Illumination do the thing, of just turning the Toads into the Minions. You know, that is not the case. It seems like whatever worries or whatever writing quirks people didn't like from the animation studio is not here. Well, maybe the overuse of the licensed music, maybe. That might be the one thing, because there is a lot of them here. Yeah.
I do also like that each Toad feels fairly distinct in like their personality. Like
Paper Mario fans be like,
like having that General Toad in the in the war room with Peach.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Yeah, and the freaking the Garza said, the prince isn't here. It's in another castle.
Yeah. Which, hearing, like, when they approached Peach's castle, hearing that, like, orchestral version of, like, the N64 theme for Mario over the castle,
Oh, so good. It's one of the best Mario themes.
If you want a nostalgic eargasm, you're going to love this movie. Because the amount of references to
it's not
themes and music.
Pretty much every scene in the movie has an orchestral version of a Mario song.
Yeah,
assuming it's not one of the licensed music.
Yeah,
it's not just the amounts of Easter eggs that you see, but it's also the amount of Easter eggs that you hear too.
Yeah, as well as like sound effects, like during that opening parkour section with Mario and Luigi that feels like a side scroller. At one point, Mario slides down a pole and it makes the flag sound.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. There was this is a later part in the movie, but something I saw the other day was at like the part of the movie when they were making their carts and stuff like that. And Toad comes up with a big fucking and stuff like that. He actually honks his horn, and it's the same horn sound that Toad has in the Mario Kart game.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's
that
fun.
Mario Kart scene, I can't wait till we get to it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, but shortly after our little visit through the Mushroom Kingdom, see how everyday life is for the Toads. Yeah, we meet the princess.
We do.
Yeah.
And it's just Daisy as Peach.
Huh?
I mean, if you think about it, Daisy's been the most proactive princess. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I think Daisy, just from the few times that we've seen her in the game, she does have a more tomboyish attitude than Peach does. But yeah,
I mean, I don't mind the change of Peach being more proactive. In fact, I kind of welcome it.
It makes sense because what they establish a little later on, then they kind of drop it because it's a Mario plot.
It doesn't have to be deep.
It don't have to be deep. What they did introduce is because that warp pipe that Mario and Luigi found themselves in. Peach found that same thing, but when she was a baby, years and years ago, and so basically they trained her and raised her up. She's basically their Tarzan, and of course Tarzan always has to be like he's the best, the monkey.
Yeah,
the monkey,
the
monkey.
Yeah, but no, it makes sense because she's lived there all her life, and she is the most. Well, probably the most powerful one out there because she's tall and actually has...
Because she's human.
Yeah, she's human. Tall, has limbs worth a damn, So, yeah, and just making her the leader, yeah, she has because humans have a bit of diplomacy. I don't know about these Toads, but they seem... I don't know. It's the war room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it makes...
Why did the effects for that freaking battle table have to go so hard?
Oh, yeah, or freaking...
The freaking holographic, like, cube-based, like, battle table just...
Yeah, just freaking... I swear I've seen that in other movies before,
I'm just like, why did you have to put this in a Mario? Like, I don't mind it, but, like, just why?
Yeah, it was. It's
Mario Maker be like.
No, that's the training montage.
Oh yeah, no, there's that too. Yeah, and then while Mario's scurrying through the castle because he's being chased by the security, he runs into Peach, and then they just kind of have that like. I think it's a love at first sight. I don't know who I got it from, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a generic Mario plot.
Sure.
You got you have to have some way for Peach to be the love interest. So why not just make it kind of some form of like love at first sight kind of thing? And I mean, they do have a really nice bonding moment during the training montage. Which I do really like, of just Mario doing this over and over and over again, and Peach just being like, "Yeah, I got it first try. It's okay." But
yeah, because the majority of the movie, it's Mario and Peach that are kind of the buddy duo that go out and have their adventure. Not necessarily Luigi, because he's the one that's been kidnapped, and he's doing his own thing with some suicidal folk. I mean,
okay, can we please talk about how freaking terrifying these dry bones would be in real life?
Oh yeah,
because the dry bones in this movie, terrifying. Because I mean, like, just imagine being Luigi in this scenario. You just entered a work pipe from Brooklyn. You're in completely unfamiliar territory. Boo's mansion is staring you in the face. You take 2 steps. You encounter a skeleton that you don't recognize. You hit it. It freaking falls apart. You pick up its face, and then its eyes glow with flame. Don't tell me you wouldn't shit your pants.
I probably would.
And then seeing it put itself back together immediately after.
Hey, that was probably every 6-year-old's reaction the first time they got to Bowser Castle, you know? So yeah, they cut between back and forth between Mario and Luigi's shenanigans throughout the entire thing. And blows up. Yeah, and so that's what we see Luigi do. Yeah, I like the little Luigi's Mansion reference as well, because that's where he finds himself in before he gets kidnapped by Bowser. In fact, let's talk about Bowser right now. You know what? The best character in the movie.
Voiced by the one and only Jack Black.
Jack Black. The best voice choice ever.
Exactly.
So good. Yeah, his plot is basically, and it's kind of hilarious how he reveals it to people. He's like, yeah, I've stolen the star from the penguins that all got thrown off in the 64 stage. I got the power star. Nothing can stop me now. And so nothing can stop me from asking Peach's hand in marriage. Yeah. And everyone's like...
Everyone just silences.
And it was like, what?
1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you.
That's always been Bowser's character, or at least as far back as Paper Mario, I want to say. That he is in love with the princess and wants to be wed with her. They go full on out with that idea in Mario Odyssey. And so, yeah. But
later in the Mario movie, he even wears the same tuxedo that Bowser has in Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, that is basically his thing. He wants to force marriage. He is that kind of a guy.
Yeah. What a Chad.
What a Chad. What a Sigma.
Right, Sigma male.
Right, yeah. That's been his character for as long as I can remember, really. And so, that's his plot. So when all of his minions are like, what? What about taking over the world? Well, yes, that goes along with the hand in marriage.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of his benefit from taking over the world, But he's really more focused on the benefit than the actual goal itself, Yeah.
He wants Peach's handmade cake.
Oh, yeah. Peach stands for something else, as we all know.
That's what he's actually singing about.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, and there are many scenes throughout the thing where he's just... That musical number, freaking... Oh, the best thing to come from this movie.
Him constantly getting jealous of Mario, thinking that Mario's gonna steal her from him.
Right. Because that's always been a thing in the games as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mario likes the princess, and the princess likes Mario. And I think that's what they're going for in this movie as well. Because they do have their buddy-buddy moments and just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just probably because given Peach's backstory, there are no other humans she's ever interacted with in her life. She probably doesn't even remember her own mom, you know? So, seeing another human like that, hey, it kind of makes sense for the princess to get with the 40-year-old middle-aged plumber, you know? Because look at the context here, you know? Everyone makes that joke, but look at here now. The mustache is hot.
The detail on all the hairs.
The detail on the hairs, like the one that Bowser pulled off Luigi.
Right.
Because that was the thing, when Luigi got kidnapped and Bowser wanted to know information about this Mario guy, and there's this other guy with an L on his head. Do you know anything about him? So fun. Alright, frick. Well, Bowser's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
double check the spelling on It could be either one.
and Peach decides that the best course of action is for her and Mario to go to the kingdom of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I get the Kong army.
The Kong army, yeah. Because, let's be real here. Those toads can't do shit.
No. As much as we love them, they're not the best.
Why do you think they put the human as their leader, you know? Yeah. So they can't really do shit against Bowser's army. So they need the help from the Kongs. And I was surprised to hear that the Kongs were going to be a plot thing when I heard the casting announcements. And I'm like, okay. Like, you got Donkey, Cranky, Diddy, and all the rest. How are they going to implement them like that? Actually, a big part of the plot. Yeah. I was surprised by that, and
a lot of shit gets done with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you have so Cranky, who runs the kingdom, which I think is very nice. Instead of having it be Donkey Kong, you have Cranky running the kingdom, and he basically only agrees to let Peach borrow the Kong army by having Mario battle Donkey Kong in a fight, basically to submission.
Super Smash Brothers!
Brawl! That's probably the reason why they had that scene to begin with. It's just some test animations
to see if Super Smash Bros is possible.
See if Smash Bros would be possible, you know? So, yeah. And they do all that. It's like Mario has his moments here.
Yeah.
Because Peach was about to give up as soon as Cranky said no, but Mario is downright determined to save his brother. That's another part why I really like their connection here in this movie.
Yeah.
It was Mario that got them to keep going. That's why Peach has an affinity with him, because then they're gonna make lovey. What?
Yeah.
I
mean, he's gonna get a cake later. That's a given.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Donkey Kong and Mario kind of fight it out, and Donkey Kong, voiced by the one and only Seth
Rogen, yeah.
Who was probably high all the time.
High throughout the entire recording.
They fight it out, and Donkey Kong, at least for majority of the battle, absolutely wrecks Mario's shit. Let's be real.
Mario gets destroyed.
It's like Donkey Kong, freaking. It's his neutral B.
Yeah.
Slams it down.
I love how he had his Avengers Hulk moment on
right.
Mario. I'm just wailing on it.
Mario just had to up tilt.
Why didn't you dodge roll?
Yeah.
Slam down B.
So I mean, everything's going against Mario until one of the stranger power-ups that they use in the film comes out of the cat suit.
Yes, the cat suit.
Mario becomes a furry and wrecks shit.
50-year-old girls be like...
So he gets the cat suit, and I love that the cat suit does make him more agile. I mean, it makes sense why it would, but I mean, I do.
Yeah,
like
he adopts all the cat personalities, just like a 50-year-old girl. What? What?
What?
Yeah, no. And so yeah, the cat suit Mario absolutely wrecks Donkey Kong. That's the balance, because Cranky at the beginning of the fight was like, so I put some question blocks around the arena just to make the fight fair.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. So yeah, after they win, they get the Donkey Kong army. Then they're out. They scroll through the Mario Kart menu selection thing.
Right.
Yeah,
that was a really nice
touch
of actually having like the lottery wheel system.
Yeah.
And the Toad with his big ass wheel.
Yeah, it's big monster.
Everyone in like regular type carts, and then just Toad.
Yeah, I forgot what theme it was that played here, but when they were going down that elevator into the Mario Kart garage, it was one of the menu themes from a Mario Kart game. I can't recall which one, because it was either 8 or Wii. I know it was one of those, but I can't remember. Mm-hmm. Either way, I liked it.
Yeah. And I mean the entire like kart section of the film is beautiful.
Because when they get all their carts in, they go down the Rainbow Road. That's the quickest path to Bowser's castle. Mm-hmm. But Bowser was waiting for them. Because
they have their own carts ready.
Well, no, freaking! I think it was a scene before that when he was doing the. There are a couple of scenes where he has his Magic Koopa dress up like Peach, and they do like and do like a role play thing, and of course it's embarrassing.
It gave me Spaceballs vibes.
Yeah,
from the scene of Dark Helmet playing with his dolls.
Oh yeah,
it gave me vibes of that. Especially when it came to I don't. That's him.
Yeah.
Him interrupting the Peaches song.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
And then the second time, there's like they're playing together on the piano. It's like, wear the dress.
Right. He slams the freaking the cover on the Kamek's fingers, forcing him to just wait.
Poor Kamek.
Oh. He was pretty good voice too.
Yeah,
I forgot who did him.
I don't know who did the voice for him, but whoever did it did a really good job.
Yeah,
like he sounds exactly like he should.
And it's funny. The name Kamek. Well, his race is a Magic Koopa. Magic Koopa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember when they actually gave him a name, but all in the earlier games, I think introduced in Paper Mario. I think. They were just called Magic Koopas. I think it was like maybe New Super Mario Bros. Or even Galaxy. Maybe. I think it was Galaxy. I gave him a name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Super Mario World, that was his first appearance. Sorry. My bad. No. I know Mario. I'm not a fake fan. Come on now.
There's a lot of Mario games.
Yeah, let's be real here.
There are.
I mean, 38 years will do that to you.
Yeah. Not just the platformers, RPGs, kart racers, parties, whatever else.
Golf.
Golf. Whatever else you can slap Mario's face onto.
Exactly. First person shoot. Oh wait, we're not there yet.
No, that's just Splatoon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I'm pretty sure in like old like tests for Splatoon and stuff like that, they were actually going to use Mario.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Hell, you even got Mario Paint.
Mario. And you're like, no, giving a gun to Mario's too much. 2 years later, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah. Ubisoft be like, hey yo, let's give him a gun.
Kart racing.
Mm-hmm. I'm chewing on my crust.
Oh. Do you have anything to add?
For the kart racing?
Yeah. Like, what did you like about it?
I'm trying to like play it back in my head because it's already been a little bit and stuff, and I don't retain information very well.
No, I understand. 'Cause I don't either. I'm just going off whim right now.
Need some weed, Seth?
I did like that it looked like Rainbow Road. That it looked like a form of Rainbow Road.
Yeah, it looked pretty.
Especially with it not especially with the road eventually not having like rails or like ends. So you actually do what you can do in some Mario Kart races, which is just shortcuts. Like Mario goes off and does like alternate branching paths of this road to to like take out some of the Koopas.
I forgot about that. That was cool. Yeah.
And the giant freaking like death machine.
The blue shell guy. What a freaking Chad.
Right. I was like, because like they did the kart racing and all they didn't really do power ups. All the power ups were like pre-made weapons that were on the carts. Like banana cannons and stuff like that.
And even then, like the shells were from the Koopas that were like racing against. Stuff.
It was like pretty much. Like, there wasn't any like mystery blocks on the actual track, and then just one of the Koopas decides not to get caught. Decides to go full kamikaze.
Freaking the
blue shell.
What he had a freaking attitude.
He grew wings and then just flew away.
That is the next Terminator. You know?
Oh my god. Because I mean that was a great way to incorporate that in such a natural way instead of because you gotta keep consistency.
Yeah, no, they probably thought of it and then figured it'd be more appropriate for the carts to have weapons on them themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least from what it seems like the rules of the world when it comes to mystery blocks is that it's not a random thing. Each block, you basically put something into a mystery block, or each mystery block is kind of known what it has, depending on like who's around. Like for example, the one in the training montage, Peach knew that mushrooms were in that, and like only mushrooms ever really came from it, and so you can't have preset rules of how these mystery boxes work, especially with the star. Bowser had to track that down, which means that it's not just random, it's purposeful, and so you can't just have that pre-set up and then just make random mystery boxes on this random track.
Right. That's always been a thing with the games actually, because like they essentially can be random, but that's just from a player perspective. Mm-hmm. When the developers actually get to know like what they're doing with the blocks, they always preset like a coin. That's probably the default that they have it coded in, and then they just figure which one to have a power up.
It's like Mario Maker.
Yeah,
it's like a Mario Maker. Yeah, we know what we put into the mystery blocks in our own worlds, but when we go to someone else's, we don't.
Right.
And so I have a feeling that Cranky Kong, when it comes to the Donkey Kong versus Mario fight, Mario fart. If my mouth.
I think you're watching the wrong Mario movie.
I think so. I think I got the wrong download, guys. But during that fight, I'm pretty sure Cranky Kong knew exactly which mystery blocks had which power-ups, but obviously Mario and Donkey Kong didn't.
Right, yeah.
And so I do like that they do keep that consistency.
Yeah, and then they don't put that stuff on the road.
Yeah. Because I don't even know how. Because I don't even know how a mystery block would like a mystery block from Mario Kart would work in that type of setting.
Right.
All of your other mystery blocks are like pre-set to be like solid objects.
Yeah, and with the Mario Kart ones, those ones are random in the games. It gets whatever power up. It depends on whatever place you're in, because if you're in first, you might get a banana, a coin maybe.
Yeah. I think it actually depends on how far away from the person in first place you are.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That actually makes more sense.
That's probably why second place usually gets the red shell. Yeah, and then last place always gets gold mushroom or bullet bill.
When it doesn't really matter technically, how far, what place you're in, because I mean, like, technically you would be at a lower place if you're farther away from first place anyway.
Well, yeah,
so
that makes
that's
sense.
just kind of how it works. But yeah, like, as you're farther away, you get better items like golden mushrooms and blue shells and this and that, stuff like that. But if you're really close to, like, the front, you just get, like, coins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The occasional shell or
like a banana or something.
Yeah, it's usually most usually bananas, coins. Yeah.
The horn.
The horn, yeah. Which is only ever useful. I mean, it's sometimes useful. I don't want to knock the horn, you know?
The horn's okay.
I mean, it's alright. It's
alright. Yeah. It gets the job done.
It gets the job done.
There's more than one way to get to ignore a blue shell.
Yeah, winning.
Or if you're really good at timing it right, you can boost faster with a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking. Then there's that one point after the blue shell kamikaze, Mario and Donkey Kong fall off and get swallowed up by Unagi.
The Mario 64 eel.
Unagi?
Turned into the world serpent from God of War.
Yeah. So then, Mario and Donkey Kong spend not too much time down there.
No.
Yeah, it's not too long.
They figure out real quick how to get out.
Yeah, no, that's like their one deep character moment, like this deep.
Yeah, it's their bonding moment to finally get them on the same page.
Right, yeah, because that was her thing after Mario beat Donkey Kong's ass in the arena. Donkey Kong was like, you fucking fuck.
Yeah, they were kind of rivals for a little bit.
Yeah. Jealous rivals, or more so Donkey Kong, really. Yeah, but then they talk. They have a similar backstory. It's like their fathers aren't necessarily proud of them. We saw that with Mario, not really with Cranky and Donkey. Although, but it is their bonding moment.
It is very implied that they don't have the best relationship, Cranky and Donkey.
Right, yeah. And you know what? They use that together to, create a bond and get out of the Unagi.
Yeah.
With the Donkey Kong barrel. And of course, another Easter egg. If you ever played Donkey Kong Country Returns, the Rocket Barrel levels fucking suck. Because you can only get hit one time, and the controls are awful. Which is exactly what happened in the movie. It got hit once and then exploded. Yeah. So they do that. What was Peach doing? She ran back to the castle and said, "Get everyone out of here because Bowser's coming."
And then Bowser shows up.
Bowser's coming.
Yeah. And then I think as soon as everyone evacuates from them, Bowser shows up and is like, "Now, Princess Peach, will you marry me?" Yeah. It's like, no. Well, what do you do now that she said no? I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
No, he was like, if you don't, I'm gonna, nuke the town.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah, basically. So yeah, that's where Peach is like, okay, I'll marry you. Fine, I'll do it, whatever. Just play along for now, and then you can pull out the Glock later.
Right.
It's probably been a thing in some action comedy movies, like, in the bouquet there's a gun and then she pulls it out, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised,
I'm sure that's in some movie out there.
Wedding Crash. I don't know. Yeah, so they play along with that. They go to the wedding scene, and it's like the suicidal Luma.
Yeah.
Freaking, he has...
All we could do is wait for the sweet release of death.
It's like...
I love the reactions of everyone else to the Luma. Like, specifically the, Penguin King.
Oh, yeah, the Penguin King is like, "Shut up! We are depressed enough already!"
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of moments like that. And then there's the scene, the big climax of it, the wedding. It's like freaking, you all are invited to the wedding. To your deaths. That'll be like a gift, a wedding gift, like the deaths of all the prisoners.
Sacrifice.
The sacrifice, yeah. So. Oh, man. So, yeah. It's the wedding. King Bababa's there. Hope nothing wrong goes down.
Right.
Yeah. That was kind of cool seeing like King Babab and Boo and stuff like that there.
Uh-huh. King Boo, yeah. Basically, everyone's there for the big, happy finale or whatever. It's all happy. I love forced marriages.
They're amazing.
They're amazing, guys. We should all be like Bowser and Rick. What did I say? I didn't say anything. But yeah, essentially everyone is here, and then Mario and Donkey Kong make their way there, and then then Peach with the Glock and her bouquet.
The ice gun.
The ice gun. Yeah, basically, yeah. Then hey, there is a Frozen cameo in here. What do you mean? Disney didn't lose anything. It's been here all along. Yeah. Yeah, she turns into Elsa for a moment, right?
Yep.
Yeah. She turns to Elsa for a moment, starts freezing everyone, can freeze Bowser right then and there. Only temporary, though, because, he's a big angry turtle.
With fire breath.
With fire breath, yeah. That's not going to last long, yeah. Donkey Kong saves all the prisoners. Mario's there to be happy. And Luigi to save his brother. And Luigi, after almost being cooked alive.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor Luma, though.
That Luma just really does need death. At this point, she's too far gone.
Probably seen some shit in the cosmos. It's like time. Yep. My time has come.
That's true, Quay.
Yeah. And Donkey Kong saves Cranky and all that. It's all happy until Bowser gets free of that ice prison. Oops.
Oopsie, whoopsie.
And that's where Mario and Bowser finally meet each other. Oh boy. Yes.
The final countdown.
The big...
We finally got to the first castle. Could you imagine?
The ending of the movie is just a castle counter, 1 of 8.
Yeah.
8 Mario movies. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Or no. I want that to be.
I can't wait till we get the sand one.
The sand castle. Yes. Oh man. But yeah, no. And then. Oh yeah. The nuke.
Oh yeah. The bonsai bill.
Right.
Whatever,
Yes. The bonsai bill.
Oh,
As a last resort, Bowser he launches the nukes.
Which I love that it legit looks like it's coming out of a missile silo. It's great.
I mean, that's what it's a nuke. It's gonna blow up everything. And oh no, it was a dud.
And the way Mario gets the bonsai's attention too, the bonsai literally just stops in its tracks and just turns.
Yeah. That's actually something I never thought of. Because I don't know why I think this, but I figure the bullet bills, the bonsai bills, whatever, just had the faces painted on.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I thought too.
That's kind of what the movie was kind of teasing that, or not necessarily teasing it, but maybe making fun of that by having the bullet bill in the training montage be painted a painted face and not an actual face until bonsai comes out of nowhere and suddenly it's a face.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Mario, that has a Tanuki suit and brushes his tail against its eye.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Nukes with sentience. Yeah. So Mario's bright idea here is to bring the bonsai bill nuke to the warp pipe that he came out of. I guess that was smart.
Oh yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I guess so.
Nuke's New York. Hasn't New York been through enough?
Not the second.
So after Mario accidentally nukes New York, so that's when worlds collide and everything just starts imploding in on one another. So that's when Bowser. Well, it's probably because of the climax, but everyone kind of seems everyone who lived in Mushroom Kingdom kind of seems unfazed. But now that they're in Brooklyn, it's a Mario movie. Don't think
too deep into it.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be deep, but it's just something that did catch my attention. But then, the big face-off between Bowser and Mario. It's all what we've been waiting for. Bowser hates Mario's guts because Mario, he's jealous of Mario because no, that Peach is mine.
Chad versus Sigma. Let's go.
Let's go. Now, after Bowser briefly hands Mario his ass, Mario gets away for a little bit, and Bowser goes to terrorize the rest of what's left of New York. And then, like, Mario gets inspired by, like, the glitch in his old commercial that was like, save Brooklyn, save Brooklyn. Yes. Let's go. That's the motivation that needs to happen. And so, yeah. Somehow Mario and Luigi get hold of the Power Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I believe they are able to knock it away from Bowser, and then Mario beats Bowser to it. Luigi joins him. They both take it.
Oh yeah, because there was that one scene of like more brotherly love. Luigi with the Captain America shield. Yeah. It's like go and rescue, protect Mario, grab the star, and then the both of them have their supersonic. Invincibility star moment, and just the orchestral sound of the invincibility.
Yeah.
Just That is the climax there. Nothing can harm them gets eaten. that little humor beat is like, nothing can stop us now. It gets eaten by the product. So, wait a minute. Oh, that was fun. And they also showed off Mario and Luigi's parents as well, like from a building window. It's like, we love you guys now. You guys are heroes. Yeah. We're sorry for mentally abusing you. Yeah. So, yeah, they beat Bowser up.
Yep. And then they shrink him using one of the shrinking mushrooms and put him in a jar.
Oh, yes. No, Toad, not the jar. Hey, yo, what you gonna do with that jar, Toad? That's a lot of fungus there.
Not the fungus.
No. But, and that basically concludes the movie.
That's more or less it.
Yeah, they have some, like, aftermaths, you know. They tease off of things like, now that the two worlds have collided, humans and mushroom people are going to live happily together. No racism will occur.
No.
No, not at all. What could possibly go wrong? You ever played Xenoblade? Yeah. But they look like they're going to be in a happy new society now. And Mario and Luigi get the respect from their parents that they deserve. Because, no one likes mental abuse.
No.
Oh, man. And then, there are some post-credit scenes. I honestly don't remember what the first one was. I think it was just Bowser singing.
It was Bowser singing Peaches.
Yeah, the first one was Bowser singing Peaches again.
Of course, yeah. And then the second one was teasing a Yoshi egg. I think that we saw some cameos of, like, Yoshi
we did see some the Yoshi species going like traveling as a herd. We did see a little bit of that, but it looks like this is teasing like the true Yoshi.
Our Yoshi, who may or may not be voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Could you imagine?
You're breathtaking.
Wow.
That would be great. But they do tease off the next Mario movie, what may come to be with Yoshi, with a hatching Yoshi egg. And so maybe playing off of that Mario World 2, because that was technically the first Yoshi game, Super Mario World 2. Yeah. So maybe they're gonna play along with that.
Maybe.
But we'll see.
Imagine like for the next movie, the small mushroom that Bowser's given runs out and he breaks out of the jar. That's how the next movie happens.
Oh, finally. Freaking, I don't have to live in that jar anymore. Oh, Toad. But that was the Mario movie. And as you can tell from the plot synopsis we just went through, this movie goes by quick. It is
pretty
fast.
Very fast.
It is very fast. It doesn't feel overbearing. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it didn't feel like go, 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 go. It just felt like go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very focused film, is what it was.
Yeah.
Like it knew where it wanted to be, it knew where it wanted to go, and it knew how it was going to get there. It didn't really have to spend too much time trying to figure all that out. We just kind of, like, everyone pretty much knew where, when, and how we were going to get to the next thing.
Right, and like we said, it don't have to be deep. The moments that there are little deep moments are just establishing for character motivations, and that's basically all we need. Because I feel like that should be, now that we're talking about it, I feel like that should be at least standard for any movie, really.
Yeah.
Just let us have some character motivation, otherwise we don't know what's going on, or why we should care that they care, you know?
Exactly.
So, but at least they establish that, and then they do not have to go anywhere deeper with that. Because it's a Mario.
Exactly.
It's a Mario plot. Come on now. Come on.
Welcome to the Mario Super Show.
It's supposed
to the Mario.
It's supposed to be silly. Supposed to be fun. Not supposed to be deep. If you want deep Mario plots, go play one of the RPGs. You're not going to get it through at Critics because you can only play like the first hour. Or if you can even get through the tutorial. Yeah. Shoot. I mean, I guess I did want to bring this up if we had to compare, because by proxy, we're Sonic fans and we did watch the 2 Sonic movies.
Yeah, we saw the Sonic movies.
Yeah, just for, I don't know, the sake of an obligatory conversation. Freaking, when the Sonic movies had their deep moments, they felt much more natural and layered and in-depth than the Mario movie did. Would you guys agree with that?
I mean, the Sonic movies generally had more deep moments than the Mario movies. Stuff like that actually kind of went. They kind of took a moment to like stop and actually kind of like get deep for a moment.
Right. Yeah. Because I feel like that's kind of like. Sonic's always been the opposite of Mario, you know? So they always have, the plots are significantly much different than Mario plots.
Yeah.
So that probably goes with the territory then, I see, because, yeah, man.
I mean, look at the origin they gave Sonic for the films.
Right.
Like, that alone is some deep stuff.
Yeah, the freaking, what? They had both Sonic and Knuckles in the second movie, freaking, like, their ancestors were great. They're battling.
Yeah. The whole thing between the echidnas and the owls or whatever.
Yeah. The bird people.
Yeah, the bird people, whatever it was. There's a long war ahead of them. There's so much things. I don't know. It's just a thought if I were to take the critics of this movie seriously, that like there are barely any deep moments. If I did take them seriously for just a moment and just compare them to what we got with the 2 Sonic movies, then sure. The 2 Sonic movies, just by the nature of Sonic plots being different than Mario plots, their deep moments did seem more fully fleshed out and rounded than it did here. Because when it did here, they're deep just to establish character motivation. That's all that needed to do. So, I'm not saying that that's like a knock or like freaking... We're Sonic fans, of course we fucking are. But like, it's just a thought that I had if I did want to take the critics seriously, which I'm not going to do legitimately, because it's a fucking Mario.
You're comparing 2 different kinds of movies,
right?
Like you don't.
But I feel like it should be at least addressed for anyone in our little audience here who doesn't quite understand the motivations of the critics. So there's something to compare it with. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say about this movie?
I mean, I can't really think of a whole lot. I mean, unless we want to try to go over like other like cameos and references we saw or something like that. I saw there's some,
we can. Yeah.
Or like, I mean, some also I saw as kind of like, I mean, because there's a lot of references, especially in like that beginning scene with Mario playing the NES and stuff like that. I guess there's like like Star Fox like ship and stuff like
that. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a Star Fox ship, and I think there's like an F-Zero poster behind Mario or something on the wall.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't notice those either, but I guess some people did and stuff like that. But some people also kind of make the point of like pointing out the games that specifically didn't get references, like Zelda and Metroid stuff, because that kind of leaves those series open to potentially have movies for those in the future.
Okay. Oh, it's the Smash deconfirm. I get it.
Yeah. It also this because I kind of joked a little earlier about how doesn't have to be a deep movie now. It's like, yeah, Game Theory. When Game Theory actually did a video kind of doing little mini theories about the Mario movie and stuff, and it kind of makes you think how like because like the NES is an actual like the NES in these games like actually exist in this Mario universe and stuff. But like if Mario is a character, that means he doesn't have games, which is like. It makes you kind of think, because like Mario was like the big selling point for like the NES and stuff like that. Like without Mario, like games wouldn't be where it is today and stuff like that. And so like that kind of maybe implies that like maybe Kid Icarus was the big game for the NES in this universe,
and that's why he's playing Kid Icarus.
Yeah,
that's cool. That means we got thousands of Kid Icarus.
Maybe who knows?
Could you imagine?
But yeah, like I said, it kind of makes you think, like I said, because if Mario's a character, he doesn't have games, and if he doesn't have games, then there's like a whole bunch of stuff that kind of doesn't follow that because of it.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Which means we got pit golf, pit party, pit cart.
Yeah. Could you imagine playing as Ganondorf in a Mario Party type game? Not Ganondorf. Why did I say Ganon? It's Link.
Dark Pit.
Dark Pit. Yeah. That's who I was thinking.
Hades.
Oh, man, we fight Hades. Man, the Hades game's looking different. Yeah. Oh, man. I never thought of that.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, no. Some Easter eggs that I appreciated. Well, in the obstacle course, the attempt that Mario almost got through the entire thing. There's a moment where he was standing right next to the piranha plant, and as us gamers know, if you stand right next to the piranha plant too, the piranha plant don't come out, and that's what he used to his advantage. Yeah. So I like that. I also
there's a lot of. I mean, there are some references that are like, you look at it and it's like, oh yeah, that's an obvious reference to this thing. But there's also a lot of little subtle things like that, with like Mario standing next to the pipe to get rid of the piranha plant.
Yeah, that is one of the more subtler things I have to keep an eye out for. Yeah. I guess the credit sequence, like I don't know, I really like. There's the Boo Mansion theme from Super Mario World, and then it went to a Gussie Garden from Galaxy. So
I wasn't paying attention to the music as much as what was visually happening.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's just what ever caught my attention, at least.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played every single Mario game, but at least when it comes to platforming wise, I have. At least I want to say.
Yeah.
But that's something that I appreciated. You, Brian? Don't tell me you haven't played a Mario game.
No, I have played Mario games.
when Mario went missing.
That's the only one I've played, guys. I love Luigi.
Mario teaches typing.
What are some of the Easter eggs you appreciate?
I mean, I've pretty much mentioned all the at least all the big ones that I really noticed and loved. Like the GameCube ringtone, the bully contractor being from the Wrecking Crew.
Mm-hmm.
The entirety of Mario's room is just filled with references.
Yeah. There's a lot of little references to other Nintendo games just in his room.
And then, as we mentioned before, some of the musical references and sound effect references, like the pull sound effect and the shoot, I'm drawing a blank.
Mario Kart ones.
Yeah, the Mario Kart ones, and just all that, like the orchestral themes for certain areas, like Peach's Castle and stuff like that. And so it was just really nice that they went all out to really show the love and appreciation of the games by adding those in there.
Yeah, and that that's something that had numerous video game adaptations have failed to do. They just don't you're not faithful to the source material because they do the bare minimum of research for those movies. Yeah, I feel like did you watch that Assassin's Creed movie? Yeah,
I did. Don't remember a single thing from it. Yeah, no, I could not tell you a single thing about that movie.
Cool. Ergo, it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, freaking a lot. I seen that the more recent Tomb Raider movie. I could not tell you anything about that either.
I haven't seen any of the Tomb Raider movies.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the Jolie ones from early 2000s. Probably watching because she's hot. I mean, hey, it's something to... That was the thing with a lot of video game adaptation movies beforehand, before Sonic changed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Sonic in a good context.
It's unheard of.
Unheard of.
Mind blown.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah, but no, that is the thing with this Mario movie. Since there is so much love and effort put into this thing, and it does benefit from being entirely animated. And so you can get the world to much look.
Especially by Illumination. I feel like the Illumination style fits Mario really well.
Yeah. Like, I could imagine it in the DreamWorks style or the Pixar style. It might be possible. Pixar more feasibly, maybe.
Not Despicable Me. That's the movie that they made. But Illumination has Illumination has that bounciness that you really need for a Mario type movie, and that's something that I think is very very prominent with their art style. Is just how bouncy and how I guess limber everything and everyone is. I mean, even when you look at like the Despicable Me films, everyone, no matter the character, except for like a select few, all of them have big, bouncy, and like limber movements. Even like Gru and Vector have those kinds of movements.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! And so I feel like that's probably one of the big reasons why Nintendo wanted Illumination behind it, is because they have that bouncy, cartoony, like it really does feel like you're watching Mario Super Show. Like it just has that bounciness, that energy to it that really makes it stand out and like have that video game feel to it.
Right. Yeah, and it probably just, the entire thing alone probably fits Mario's universe better than any live action thing could.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that. And that's probably why Sonic's world is all live action, because that probably fits him a little better. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, a lot of like grasslands and stuff. Not necessarily like the beasts. I mean, other than Eggman's drones, but yeah.
Yeah. And Jim Carrey.
And Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Anything else we want to say about Mario?
I can't really think of anything else.
No, neither can I. All right, but yeah, that was the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie. I think that's the official title.
Yes. Not Super Show.
Not the Super Show.
Not the Super Show.
Not the Super Show, and nowhere near the 93.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, no. It's just like, go watch the movie. It's fun. It's already, like, as of what I think it's like 3 weeks old at the time of this recording. It is like still the #1 top movie, highest grossing movie of the year, I think, already.
Yeah.
The year's, what, 4 months in?
People saying Mario Bros. Is the best video game movie to come out this year. FNAF creeping around the corner.
As of right now, and I think just it broke global records of Mario movie being the highest grossing animated movie of all time. So, wow.
Yeah.
We can officially say Mario is more popular than Mickey Mouse. So, that's
crazy.
That is very satisfying and validating for us gamers here. So,
yes.
Yeah. So, we appreciate this movie, and we hope that the second movie makes just as much money, if not more.
Yes.
and we can't wait to see any other potential Nintendo movies coming out in
the
future.
Yeah, because now that we've speculated, like the whole Nintendo universe or whatever. So technically, we already have Detective Pikachu. I don't know how well that did at all, actually.
I mean, I've heard it did all right.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything since its release though. Like about like a potential sequel or spin-off or anything like that.
Yeah, that came out a while ago.
I think it was just a one-off kind of thing.
Maybe. But they can retcon things, you know.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So, but other Nintendo
Different
things.
console.
Yeah, I think there was some push to like get a Metroid, like someone had written a whole Metroid movie, like
really?
Like whole premise. I'm not sure if it like went all the way in detail, but at least there's a basic premise, and I think that got submitted. I don't know whatever happened to it though. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember hearing something also about like Nintendo like buying a movie studio or something like that. So they might actually do more movies in the future.
Yeah, because that was like one of the things at the very beginning. They had like a Nintendo moniker that says Nintendo. Yeah. So we're thinking, hey, that could be like their logo or whatever it's called.
Their like version of the Marvel logo and things.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah. Their version of yeah. So maybe we'll see.
If they do end up making more Nintendo movies, what I'm wondering is if their moniker is going to change depending on which game the movie's based on.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Because I mean, like for the Mario one, they obviously had Mario and Luigi come out in their like 8-bit forms. So I'm wondering if they do eventually make like a Legend of Zelda movie or a Metroid movie, if they're going to have
if change it to fit the style.
Yeah, if they have like an 8-bit Link and Zelda or an 8-bit Samus Aran, like something like that.
No, I just want freaking for the Mario thing to play. The next thing we hear is Samus.
like the first person Metroid Prime style.
That or like in Mario Maker having like a costume, and so Mario just becomes the character that you're about
that
to
would
see.
be cool. Yeah. I like that. Man, if there will be more Nintendo movies, we're
excited to see where it may go.
We're excited, yeah. We want ideas for a Zelda movie. I want the Zelda to just be Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Just like just like have that.
If they do make a Metroid film, I want it to be like a conspiracy like thriller, like that of like Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
Because the plot of Metroid Fusion is very much like a conspiracy thriller type kind of plot.
Yeah.
With the shadiness of the Federation and Adam's AI.
And then Dread just straight up horror.
Right, yeah.
Oh man, Metroid. So good.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if they do anything with that.
Oh my god. Do you know how shonen the Kirby movie would be? It would start off like happy, and then our trusted friend becomes God. And then we have to defeat God. Oh my god.
Introduce Meta Knight in the first movie.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be some freaking the ultimate life form type shit.
Yeah.
Marx is the final boss. Oh man. There are a lot of possibilities for any Nintendo movie to come out in the next decade. So
yes.
We'll be here to see it. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's you can call it a gamer's little fantasy, you know? Because we're stuck in our virgin closets. Yeah, that was a Super Mario Bros. Movie. It was a good movie. You should go out and watch it. Give it more money. It deserves more money. And so I hope you guys enjoyed our coverage. Please subscribe to our channel. We're going to be doing not a lot of movies, but we will be doing movies. Not very occasionally, but we will
We're making our own movie.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, please subscribe. We have a whole bunch of gaming content. I hope that's why you're here listening to us. And, hey, maybe we'll do a Mario game sooner rather than later. Because Mario's fun. So, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night. And take care, everyone.
Have a good night.
See ya.